Alright, today I'm going to show you how to upload images to your profile on decorativeconcreteking.com. After you log in, you'll see your timeline. It's showing all the activities you've done. Any uploads or comments or anything you've done is on the timeline. At the top of the page, you'll find some different links to go to. And the first thing you'll want to do is click on Gallery. And this is showing all the different galleries that you've created on your profile, if any. To start creating a new gallery with multiple images, or even one image if you want, first thing you have to do is click on the plus button right here, and then you'll want to name your gallery. So since the images I'm going to be utilizing here are epoxy garage flooring pictures, I'm going to go with something like that in the title, but I want to do something a little more catchy to grab attention in the search engines. Let's do something like Ultimate Epoxy Garage Flooring. And we want to put the target market, Harrisonburg, Virginia. So that's a nice title. It's got what we're doing, what the picture's about, where we're targeting. And then we click Select Images to upload. And I am going to click on one picture here. I could do multiple pictures. Let's just do I could click on all of them if I'd like to. Let's do that. You can see them all coming in. I've got 5 images all uploading to the site, and as soon as we click Create Gallery, the images are created. And here's the different images. Now I do have 5 images. 2 of them here are repeats. Actually, I created a collage here, before and after, all in one picture with these 2, so I'm going to want to delete those. So if I want to delete this one, I can just simply go let me go back real quick to show you. Now the page that we created, the gallery page, it's showing every image in that gallery. When I click on the image itself, it goes directly to that image page. So it goes directly to this image page, which has got a different URL up in the browser box. Each image does. Since I want to delete this one, I can just simply click the delete button and click OK, and it's taken me right back to the gallery page. And here's the other one that I want to, other image that I want to delete, since I've got it in a nice collage picture. Okay, so there we go. I am going to start with, let me click on this one. I can see whatever the your file name is for your image. I already renamed the image file a good search engine friendly name. If you look at the browser box, it does say Epoxy Flake Garage Flooring, Harrisonburg, Virginia, before and after. Now that's the file name specifically for this image that I uploaded. If I would have left it at something goofy like 1234 JPEG, that's what would be showing up in the browser box, and that does you no good in search engine results. So you always want to rename your image files. The other thing I want to point out is every image that you upload into the galleries has a description box that you'll want to include a way for someone to get a hold of you. Now we already do it, like on Dennis's page here, have a link to his contact form. If we click on it, it opens up a new window, and there's his contact form for somebody to request a quote. But I highly recommend that every time you upload images that you go into each individual image and edit the image itself. What I mean by that is, I'm on this image page. Here's the edit wheel, update button. I will click on that, and it brings up a spot for editing the image title and an image caption. In the image caption box is where I can add more of a description to show up in search engine results. I can add a phone number, a website, some way for people to get a hold of me. And if you're adding content to the image caption box, you must add a new image title, because what's going to happen is if I add something goofy here, let's just say I write goofy in the image caption box and click Save Changes, that wording that I put in there is going to change the whole URL for the image page itself. So take a look up here in the URL box, it says goofy. So that's why you want to change the titles. So it completely replaced the file name with the words coming from the image caption box. So let's go back and change the image title to let's keep it the same as we named that that gallery, something catchy. Ultimate Garage Epoxy Flooring. Just say Harrisonburg, Virginia. Now watch, I have goofy in that caption, but if I click Save Changes, you'll notice that now that the image title is in there, it shows up above the image, and it also changes the URL up in the browser box. So it's got exactly what I have for the title up there, which is good keywords to be found for. And obviously we don't want to just stick with goofy down there, we want to put in something nice. We'll just put something catchy here. Just gotta spell right. Then I also like to do this. Contact us for a quote. And since I've got the URL for his contact form open, I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put that, I'm going to highlight these words. I'm going to insert link. I'm going to paste it right in this box here, and I also always like to click this drop down and have when someone clicks on it, open in a new window, so it keeps people on the site. Click OK. Let's make that bigger. We can highlight it and maybe click on heading 2 just to make that stand out. And now we're going to click Save Changes. So when someone finds this page, not only do they have this link over here to get a quote, they have this link down here for going to that same contact form. The other thing that I recommend doing is adding tags. Let's add in Harrisonburg, add tag. That tag is just creating its own separate page. So there's going to be a page on this site with nothing but tags or keywords that say Harrisonburg in it. And the same thing as if we created one that says Virginia and maybe epoxy. And let's do one for garage as well. You can see over on the right hand side this profile tag cloud. These are all separate pages on the site. For instance, if I click on Virginia, it's bringing up all the pictures, all the pages that were created on the site that were tagged for Virginia. So it's just another way for search engines to index and for people to find you for different keywords. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it to different search engines. I might push it to Twitter. We could go down here and tweet this, a link over back to this page. If we got an account going on Twitter, we can push it to Facebook, some different social networks. I'm going to use Pinterest and pin it to my Pinterest account. And it's showing a couple different sizes here. This one says 512 by 782. This one says 1280 by 1956. want to take the biggest image, and I want to choose, I've got a Virginia decorative concrete board. I'm going to save it to that board, and it says save to Virginia decorative concrete. And if I wanted to open up my Pinterest account, click refresh, it should show up in my recent pins, and there it is. Obviously, Pinterest is a whole nother way to promote the stuff that you're doing, and people can find you there and repin it, and it can explode that way. And I've created a lot of traffic to my content by putting things on Pinterest. Alright, so let's check the time here. We'll see how long it takes to get indexed. I will search time, and right now it's 12:23, Thursday, July 6th, 2017. And we'll see how long this takes to start showing in search engine results. Some time has gone by, so let's check and see what the time is. We'll go look in Google. 12:52 p.m. Thursday, July 6th, 2017. So let's take a look and see what we've gotten in the search engines. So let's just highlight the title of the page, and we'll do a search for that. I'll copy that. I'll just paste it there for in my Google browser. And if we zoom in here for this keyword phrase, ultimate garage flooring, Harrisonburg, Virginia, we've got an ad, pay-per-click, ad, pay-per-click, another ad, another ad. So all four of those are paying to be there. And number one in the organic searches for those keywords is, let's see, this is going right to that page. We click on it, and it goes right to the image page. So if anybody did happen to be searching for ultimate garage flooring in Harrisonburg, Virginia, it's going to find that page as number one, which is awesome. Okay, let's try it on Bing.com as well. We'll paste that title. And there we go. We've got number one. We click on it, is that image. So that does come up number one in Bing as well. Looks like the number two spot for those keywords is actually his directory page on Decorative Concrete Kingdom, which is cool. So number one and number two. Let's just give it a shot here and try to eliminate ultimate. That is just try garage epoxy flooring. Do a search. And he is showing up number 3 organic searches on Bing, and that's his directory page. And if we take a look at what's coming up, number 4 for the keywords garage epoxy flooring, Harrisonburg, Virginia, number 4 is that image we just did. So that's awesome. Let's try that same keyword phrase in Google again. I didn't break it down. And we have Google Ads, the first 4, and we have Google Maps, Google Places showing up. This is another reason why you definitely want to get your Google listing for free. You can see he is number 1. Dennis is for Harrisonburg epoxy flooring. And it's kind of a no-brainer to get that going for yourself. Number 1 on Google for his directory page, and his Facebook page is on the home. And also we got him to show up on, there's that page again. I'll open it up in a new tab. There it is, the picture we did, and looks like a picture right below that from Decorative Concrete King is Dennis's page as well. We click on it. It's actually something he's done before. And that's the whole idea of doing this, getting multiple pages out there, image pages, blog posts, videos with good keywords, and you can show up multiple times on page one. Go back here, page one for all the search engines. So for instance, on this Google search for a garage epoxy flooring, Harrisonburg, Virginia, he's not paying to show up in the ads. Those are pay per click. They pay every time somebody clicks on that ad. He did his free Google listing, and he's showing up there, which is a link right to him. So you want to do that. And he's #1 on his directory page for Decorative Concrete Kingdom. This is the #1 in the search engine organic searches. And then so he's actually showing up. There's 1 time, 2 times, and we scroll down his Facebook page. That's 3 times, 4, 5. 5 out of 10. Of course, there's more than 10. There's always 10 organic searches on each page with some ads thrown in, people paying to be there. But so 50% of the time in the organic searches, Dennis Olson is showing up for garage epoxy flooring, Harrisonburg, Virginia. So the idea here is to land multiple spots on the first page of Google and Bing, and then you have a greater chance of people contacting you for work.